All right, I just checked my YouTube and I seen my last video was 2 months ago. And honestly, I stopped making videos because my experiences and everything got to a point where I'm just like, okay, this is just for me. Like this, what I'm experiencing, when I'm seeing, when I meditate, when I see, when I dream, or if I meditate into my sleep and I'm able to travel different realms and dimensions at will, this is just for me. No one else can relate. People are gonna think I'm crazy. People are gonna think I lost my mind, whatever. But I function perfectly fine in society, so I can't be completely crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's May. My birthday just passed. I'm taking us back to the beginning of April, where I had an incredible experience. I got to meet Thoth, the Atlantean, and for those of you who don't know who Thoth is, Google him. Thoth. He's like a god of wisdom and just the architect. He is an amazing being, mythical, legendary, just epic. I don't know how to describe. You just gotta Google him. Thoth. But anyway, I went to the park one day, beginning of April. I didn't expect much. I just felt like I needed to go meditate for however long. I don't like to put a time on it because some days I meditate for 30 minutes. Some days it's 3 hours. It just depends, you know. Some days I'm feeling it, some days I'm not, and I'll get up and be like, yeah, today ain't the day I can meditate, right? But anyway, on this particular day, I go to the park, I meditate, I kind of, get lost within my consciousness as I usually do. I ended up getting approached by Thoth, and it's crazy because, like, obviously there's no voices or actual like English being spoken. It's all vibrations. And so I see him approaching me. I also see that I'm in like some sort of classroom, right? The ground was purple. It kind of looked like we was on Mercury. Like I literally was on a planet. The planet I was on was purple. I seen Thoth at the front, like in front of me, as if it was like a classroom. And he called me to the front of the classroom, and it was like, I don't know if y'all like lucid dream or like control your lucid dreaming, but 2:22, bro. Look at the timer, it's 2:22. But anyway, he calls me to the front of the class, and that's exactly what I am, the front of the class. They talk about, the 33rd degree in Freemasonry. I think Jesus died at 33 years of age, or attain Christ consciousness, because that's what it is. I literally got to see how Thoth and Jesus Christ, or Yeshua, which Christ is a title, it's not really his last name, but I seen how they attain this Christ consciousness at the age of 33, right? I got to see personally, which I thought was the most incredible. I was like, bro, it was the most incredible thing ever. I was like, dude, are you for real? Thoth literally showed me that. How do I explain this? So I seen the benchmark. I seen how far Thoth went into his consciousness, how fast he attained the Christ consciousness. And I got to see myself before creation, before time, point out Thoth and his achievements and his accomplishments and how he achieved the Christ consciousness in a certain amount of time. And I surpassed him. He showed me how consciously I am the number one being in the cosmos, bro. Let me say that again, because even when it was shown to me, I'm like, what? I literally surpassed Yeshua and Thoth consciousness-wise in all, like every being to ever exist. I'm number one. And this ain't, it is what it is now. I'm like, what? Because obviously after this experience, I'm like, okay, what the hell? What can beat being shown that you are cosmically number one, consciousness-wise? Like, it was just incredible. Anyway, Thoth was at the front of the class as a teacher. I'm in like I wouldn't say like a school desk, but I'm in some seat, some chair. And I approach him as if like it's a lucid dream. So I know I'm meditating at the park here, but I know how to move myself in my mind in the different dimensions that I'm able to go to. So I get up and I go to the front of the class, basically illustrating that I have gone from the student to the teacher, the student to the master. And I'm like, yo, I reached the Christ consciousness in 31 Earth years, which I'm just like, well, damn. The fact that this all started just to figure out like who I was and to figure out and get this far in like 2 years deep was just, it was just incredible. Even like the halls of Amenti where we were, it was like nothing, no other place I've ever been really feels like that place. It literally, it's hard to describe it. It's like an emptiness, a void. It's like a void, like a vastness of nothingness and everything at the same time. I don't know how to describe it, yo. I'm just like, this is incredible. Anyway, so I met Thoth. I went to the front of the classroom. I seen how like I literally wrapped myself around the universe. Like I literally attained the Christ consciousness once, twice, 3 times before anyone else did it once. I'm like, yo, I even got like, I seen like the comparison between myself and like other beings that are on earth and stuff. And I literally seen how I was 20, 25, 30,000 light years ahead of everyone, y'all. I'm like, what? Like, and I seen how like other people decided to live as if like they like in the way of, they didn't want to quickly attain the consciousness. They didn't want to quickly run, I guess like run through their life or run through all their incarnations. They wanted to, you know, like slow pedal it. Most people, they didn't want to, you know, just attain it in the way that I did. And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's the same, different paths, same destination. Eventually, everyone eventually, you know, reaches the Christ consciousness and stuff. I just, it's the fastest. Like I'm like, bro, this is. It was insane. So anyway, obviously I'm like, okay, after that experience, because I opened my eyes after it was over and I realized I was meditating for maybe like 3 hours. I was just in the park. I ain't gonna lie. I was just smiling like, yo, what else can be shown to me? Like what else is possible? Like I'm number one most conscious being ever, fastest in the cosmos. Like I didn't know what else could top that. And of course, my higher self, which I learned is, I told y'all before, Amun Ra, the sun god, that is who I am, topped it. Like the moment I thought to myself, like, can nothing be greater than what I just experienced with those? I could literally see my higher self like, bad. I'm gonna show you something. Like, so anyway, maybe a week or about 10 days later, I go to the park, I meditate again. Thoth appeared again, as he does in every meditation now, where it's like, yeah, he's my teacher. He is my teacher, Amun Ra, or myself. You know, it's literally a reflection of me, except the pharaoh hat on with the python in the middle that helps you focus on your pineal gland and stuff. It was almost like the Last Supper. I literally had Jesus to my left, or Yeshua. I had Thoth to my right, which they are parallels of each other. They're like incarnations of each other. I had Amun Ra, aka myself, diagonally to the right of myself, and Isis directly ahead of me. It was a lady with like arms, but they were wings. It was like basically surrounded by Egyptian gods. And I never in my life, like obviously I have real family, I have real friends, but I never in my life felt more at home, more surrounded by like beings that I could feel like the care and I don't like to say the word love because I've learned something about that. We'll talk about that in another video. But just the care and the feeling of being wanted, the feeling of like, yo, I'm at where I need to be. I've never felt nothing like it. Surrounded by Egyptian gods, I never felt more comfortable, more at home, more myself in my life. Literally sitting at the head of a table, surrounded by Thoth, Yeshua, Isis, Amun Ra, like Egyptian gods, and never felt more at home, y'all. Like, just thinking about it is Like I'm so like blessed. I'm so just in awe, bro. Like I don't know what else to say. Like it's just incredible. There's so many things that I've been shown. There's so many things that are, I guess you would say, controversial to the world. Like, which I don't care no more. I really don't. Like this is beyond anything I could ever imagine. Like there's no way 2 years ago, the things that I've learned, the things I've been able to see, that I could ever imagine. Not even 1% of the things that I've encountered. Um, yeah, so now like me, Thoth, myself, Amun Ra, Isis, even Osiris at times. Even bro, there's some beings I don't want to speak on right now. Only because my ancestors were like, not yet, not yet. So I'm like, okay, like even this is like the way I'm exposing myself right now through my experiences, where it's like, bro, this guy's got to be crazy. I'm like, whatever. Anyone who does something first, anyone that experiences something first, is gonna seem wild. Which I'm glad I said that because I just reminded myself that there are people in my DMs on Facebook and stuff that are experiencing things that I have experienced as well, similar. And they literally in my inbox like, I'm glad I could talk to you about this because I can't talk to my mom or my friends or whatever because they'll think I'm crazy. They just don't understand. And I'm like, oh, that's understandable because, people tend to try to, fit in or want to be accepted or whatever the case may be. As you can tell, I don't care. This is peak life. Like, I wouldn't trade a single goddamn experience that I've had through over these 2 years for anything or anyone, bro. Nothing touches this. Anyway, Thoth is my spirit guide. He is my teacher. He is he's like my rock. I ain't gonna lie. Like a brother. Like, I'm in Raw too. Even though it's me, it's literally my face. He look a little swoller though. And he got the Pharaoh hat on, but like, it's a brotherhood of gods. I can't even, like, that's the best way to put it. I've learned how to like perceive a bunch of things, a bunch of people, a bunch of just the world in the fifth dimension. So basically, I can, like, while I meditate, like if I meditate for about an hour or so, I slowly open my eyes and I can see everyone. If I think of you, I can see you in the fifth dimension. I can see like what you're doing, not necessarily what you're thinking, but like what you're doing, how you're perceiving me in the higher realms. Oh God, low battery. Don't hold. Don't do. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, we good. Um, all kind of stuff, y'all. All kind of stuff to where it's just like, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. But the number one thing is, yes, this is a school. You came here for a reason. You came here to learn. This Earth school is one of, if not the toughest school. I literally got to see other beings that was like, basically like, you're going to Earth? Oh, hell no. You got it. I'm not going there. Literally, y'all. This is like I'm going to go ahead and say it's like the hardest school in the universe. There are so many beings that just refuse to come here, that don't want to come here. They're like, nope, y'all got it. I'll hang out here on this planet or this realm. I'm not trying to go to Earth. This is literally where the toughest of the toughest go. To learn patience, to control their anger, to feel happiness, to feel sadness, to feel anger, to feel depressed, to feel everything that you feel is for you. It's for your own spiritual development. You're like, you know what? I can just go spend a couple lifetimes on Earth, sometimes just one. And I'm good. I feel fulfilled. I fulfilled my soul contract, and now I'm going to go travel the cosmos in these worlds that are lighter in density, in these worlds that have less gravity, in these worlds that allow me to fly, to breathe underwater, to do all these things that we deem impossible. We come to Earth to nerf ourselves as much as possible because we are gods. We are God. You came here to challenge yourself. The only thing that I wouldn't say went wrong is the school got hijacked. The bullies have taken the school, made it a prison planet. It made things and put things in a currency, in a form, aka money, to control the masses. Where it's just like, dang, you can never leave. You can't leave high school, or you can't leave college. They're making it to where you can't get your degree, to where you're so focused on food and money and surviving that you never get to tap into your spiritual self to learn the lessons and become who you plan to be. But eventually you do. It doesn't matter. It's just delaying the inevitable, essentially. Also, there is no hell. I just want to let everybody know. The hell, I mean, there is a hell. It's the physical. You're in hell right now. There is no lake of fire where you're going to be burning for all eternity because you did this, and that. Even though, some people deserve, I won't say deserve, but people do horrible things. And all it is okay, you want to, do people wrong. Guess what? When you die, you come in right back here, and probably a not so good situation. That's all hell it is. You coming right back to earth because you didn't learn what you needed to learn. Heaven is a state of mind and a place. You have to bring heaven to earth. You get your dream house, your dream man, your dream woman, you get your kids. That's heaven. That's you bringing heaven to earth. Now, when you learn to freaking astral project, when you learn to sit down in silence for an hour or two, and you can, go to whatever planet or experience you want, that's real heaven. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing like astral projecting, y'all. Especially when you learn to do it consistently. That's when you really see how much of an illusion all this is. Because when you start to astral project, your third eye opens, and I don't care if it's 4K, 8K, 12K, nothing is more crystal clear than when your third eye sees something. When your pineal gland literally shows you everything in an HD quality that is impossible to describe. These videos hard to make because I swear I could talk forever. Like, God, I can talk forever, but I'm gonna wrap it up. So yeah, I met Thoth, the Egyptian gods. It's literally like a brotherhood, a sisterhood too, because there's some chick Egyptian gods too, where I'm just like, And it's crazy. Like I ain't even tapped into like the beings in the ocean, outer space, the ETs that I interact with. Which at first, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. It's kind of crazy when you see something that's not human for the first time. I mean, you see it in an interdimensional manner through meditation. You understand how real it is because the universe is mental. There's nothing physical about the universe. Everything is mind. So my first experience with the ETs, I was shook. Now I'm comfortable. Now I'm like, okay, obviously they're not here to hurt me. They would have been hurt me. They're not evil beings. Like beings of high consciousness tend to not be violent. Anyway, let me wrap it up. Yeah, I met Thoth on the ride myself. Jesus Thoth, Isis. Experiences I'll never forget. Earth is a school. It's been hijacked by these freaking other alien beings too that disguise themselves as human beings. Just like I look human, I'm not human. Most people aren't human. You are. There's you. If you ever seen if you ever stand like in a mirror right here, and you stand in the middle, right? And it goes like infinitely, the reflections, they bounce off each other infinitely. So here you're a human. In the universe to your left, you might be an alien or a dragon or a dog or whatever the hell. You are literally all kind of things living in parallel multiverses all at the same time. Everything's happening all at the same time. If you haven't seen the movie Everywhere All at Once, that is like a beautiful way for you to understand what I'm saying. That you are so many things, and so many things are happening all at once, all around you, that you really can't even comprehend. But they just want you to think that you're just a puny little human with a puny little brain, and that's it. That's what they want you to believe, that you're just you in the physical, and that's it. And also death is an illusion. It's not real. This whole life is a dream. It's just like an actual dream. When you die in the dream, what happens? You wake up, right? So what do you think happens here when you die? You wake up. somewhere else. And just to let you know, you've probably died 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. You don't even know it. That's because in this reality, that is mental. Your mind, your life, your everything moves at the speed of thought. Not the speed of light, not the speed of sound, the speed of thought. You ever like almost got into a car accident and you're like, oh, that was a close one, right? Like I could have died right there. You probably did. But because you're God and you're moving at the speed of thought, you decided at the speed of thought, you know what, I died, but I'm going to continue this life and make it, seem like I never died. And continue on. You don't die until you're ready to die. Quote, die. And then you're on to your next adventure. So, this video ended up being 20 minutes. I wasn't supposed to rant on like that. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I met Thoth. I met my people, the other guys. I was comfortable as I ever been. It was all love. I will never forget that moment. Ever. And, yeah, I'll be back with another video soon, all right? Hope y'all like that.